Hi guys, Chuck here. We are back in Eating Crafters, and where we left off last, we were looking high and low trying to find copper. And well, um, I feel kind of like an idiot because let me show you something. Um, let's go in the map, and if you look here, if you have walked by anything, then you can see it on the map. So we have iron deposits, we have cobalt, and look right there, a copper deposit. We must have walked right by it um, in our last episode and never saw it. So we are going to head back up there because I think I know right where it is. And then we're going to see about building an advanced miner up there. So we're going to need to make 4 gears and some cement. And then we have everything else. So make the gears here, 4 of them, and we make them cement. Now, let's just double check. Yeah, we got everything to build that, and then we can put a forge up there, turn that into ingots, and we can run a conveyor down to where we are, and put some storage, and we'll be all good to go. So we're gonna make some more iron plates and some more cement just to make sure we have enough when we get up there. So I feel kind of silly that yesterday we spent all that time running around looking. So I look at that map, and it looks like that copper ore is just right up that hill from us. So let's run back up there. And I probably need to check my inventory. We have, we still got some of those oxygen canisters, so we should be good for air. We're not going to kick the bucket while we're up here. So I think this is going to go a long way toward being able to automate some things. Not having to run around and pick stuff up by hand. And then we want to make those other 2 machines. One will craft parts, and one will, let's see, check the map. And it looks like we are right on top of that copper. So and did I just walked past it again, didn't I? So there it is. Large copper deposit. And here we spent all that time yesterday running around trying to find that thing, and it was right. We must have walked right by it. Now, so we're going to put that advanced miner down here. And I like, no, I better pop some oxygen capsule here. Now, I like using the drone because it allows us this slightly more, you know, kind of view, a little better view than we have. Let's just put that right there. And now, let's put that forge down. And let's rotate that around a little bit. We're going to put that right here. And now, let's hopefully put some conveyors, from the miner to the forge. And now, let's come down here. That's going to make us some ingots. But we're going to have one heck of a conveyor system from down there all the way down here. We're going to run into the base here and replenish the oxygen for just a second. So now we need to put a storage to run those ingots into. So let's see what type of we need 4 iron beams to make a larger, or we can have a lot of stuff to make this big warehouse, which we're going to do that, but I think we want to get some other things automated so we can start automating the production of things like cables and iron plates and whatnot. So let's build this one for now. So we'll make 4 iron beams. And iron beam takes, well, it takes iron plate and rods. There's 5 rods, so we need like 20 rods. Okay, there's our rods. And we needed a bunch more iron plate. Actually, we're going to need a whole lot of iron plate because we need to build a conveyor system coming all the way down off that hill. So, I think that will probably suffice. Now let's take this guy over here. We don't want to build that too close to the base because we might end up expanding. But I think that base room's big enough. You don't really need any more space than that. So let's go into our build menu, and where did that go? We're going to build this. Oh, we didn't make the iron beams. I feel like a dummy now. Okay, let's make the iron beams really quick. All right, now back to our drone, and let's put that storage down right here. We want to rotate it around so the input is facing up that hill, you know, where the conveyor is going to be coming from. Put that right there. Now let's see if we can fly the drone all the way up there. I hope it'll go that far, so I don't have to come out. No, it won't. So we're going to have to come out and do this the old-fashioned way. And make sure we got enough iron plate, because it might take quite a bit of iron plate to make that all the way up there as far as we want to go. We've only got 18, so I'm going to make, I don't know, about 20 more and see if that does it. And as soon as we get this done, we're going to work on getting those machines built that's going to automate the production of small stuff like that. So don't have to keep going in there. And it looks like we need to clear the terrain in front of these inputs here so that the conveyor belts will go in there. That should do. That should probably suffice for that. So let's go on up here. And they keep telling us to build this planet analyzer. So I guess we're probably going to have to do that pretty soon, but that's probably going to take more power. So I imagine we're going to be putting more things down. Anyway, let's build this conveyor. Start it there, and let's run all the way down the hill. And hopefully we have enough iron to make it all the way. I think we should. And we do. So now we're going to see some iron, some copper ingots filling up our little storage here. So now I'm going to run in and get some more air. And the next thing we want to build, I think what we need is this part producer, because it makes parts, and instead the other one actually assembles parts into larger things. So we need 3 more iron beams and 4 gears. let's go ahead and make that. Not enough iron rods. Okay, iron gear takes 3 rods. So we're going to need a bunch of rods. And how many gears do we need now? Okay, we need 4 gears. So let's go ahead and get those made. Okay, that's that. Now, we're still going to need those 3 iron beams. And I think the beams take quite a bit. Yeah, rods and an iron plate. So we need like 9 iron plates and probably more rods. Now, let's go ahead and make those beams. Come on. 1, 2, 3. Now let's check that recipe and we are good. So let's go make the part producer. And we'll put that right here. But what I'm wondering, I guess we can build multiple of these things. Because we're going to have this one building, making stuff that comes from copper. And we're going to put one over here where we should have done it yesterday. So let's build that thing. Let's rotate that around so it's kind of facing. And we'll put that right there. And then we'll make another conveyor if I have enough iron left. Which I don't. I need 2 iron plate. And I guess I made just what I needed for that other and didn't think to make any extra. Let's make 4 just to be, in case we need some for something else. Now let's go here and put this conveyor down. All right, now what I want to see, part producer, recipes. We want to make, I guess we could do all these different things. We can make copper plate and cable. And, well, we can't do, so we can do copper plate or cable with this. You can only make whatever you got importing in there, I guess. And then there's this food can. So I guess we could even mass produce food. So we're gonna have this thing producing cables. So it's gonna crank them out pretty quick. So now we can output. We're gonna need, I wish we could move this spaceship now. We might end up kind of redesigning things as we go, because we're gonna need some storage down here. We've got that thing producing. Now, we need one over here. So we might have to move this storage, like, over out of the way. But I could put a part producer over here. But we're going to need more iron beams, circuit boards, and gears. So excuse me. All right, now circuit boards take copper plate and silica. So let's make some silica. And I wish we I have an idea over here. Now there are these conveyor splitters. So we can do that. We can get some iron plate and another circuit board. Let's see if we can grab some copper ingots. We just took all those ingots. So I'm going to make some circuit boards, which require 1 copper plate and a silica. So I know we can make the silica. We should have plenty of quartz for that. Now, and we need a copper plate. And I'm making some more silica because I just, we might need some. So now, let's change things. Let's build another one of these. We need 2 more circuit boards, 4 gears, and 3 iron beams. And we're also going to need to eat some food here soon. So let's go down and do that really quick. Now, I need 2 circuit boards and 4 gears and 3 iron beams. So I can make the gears over here, I know that. Well, need more iron rods. Now, 4 gears. Now back over here. Need a couple more of those circuit boards. Now we're going to need another gear. I thought we... Oh, I need more iron rods. I didn't make enough iron rods. Alright, now we got our gear. Made an extra one just for the heck of it. Now let's go over here to iron rods. Of course, we need plate and rods to make a beam. And we need how many? Get back up there. Need 3 iron beams. And it takes 3 plate for 1. So that's 9 plates, and I have a couple already. But I'm going to need some more because we're going to have to make more conveyors over there. Alright, got that. Now let's make a few more rods. Alright. Now we got 3 iron plates. That means we can put another part producer down over here. So we're going to put 2 of them. Yeah, we're going to have 2 here now. And we're going to have... Come on. A conveyor running from that to this one. So there's that conveyor. Now, let's set this thing to produce copper plate. So now we've got this one producing cable, this one producing copper plate. Now what we need is some good storage, but we need more of those little guys over here. So let's, in fact, we could just move that whole storage container and move it to a different area, put more of those part producers here. So I need, let's see, So yeah, we need me to go making all that stuff again. More gear. And let's make, we need at least 8 gears, a bunch of 8 cement, 6 iron beams, 2 more circuit boards. So, circuit boards require copper plate and silica. So now we can make a bunch more silica. And we don't have these things exporting anywhere yet. So we're going to go ahead and take all the copper plate out of there. And we're going to take, well, we don't need that cable yet. We might, but we don't need it right now. So back over here. And how many of those circuit boards do we need? Well, probably a few. We need to make a few of those part producers. So now, because we need some over here that are going to produce, you know, iron items like rods and iron plate. And once we have that going, then we can set these machines up for assembling more complex things. And we're probably even going to need multiple of those. So for now, I really feel like I should move this container, but I wonder if I dismantle it, what's going to happen? Well, we got all this iron plate and stuff back too. So, I'm going to put a couple more of those part producers down as soon as I got enough stuff to build them. So I got the circuit boards. We need, at least 7 more gears and 12 iron beams and some cement. So, obviously we got us a little problem here. We've got all this iron stuff going on here that was in the storage, which we just dismantled. So, I need more of those circuit boards. Oh, I got 10 right now. 11 of them. And this thing takes 2. So we got enough to make like 4 of those. We need iron beams, cement, and the gears. So let's get our gears made. Not enough iron ingots. We got a ton of iron ingots. There's like... my inventory is full. There's iron ingots in here like crazy, and it says my inventory is full. So, I think we kind of messed up on that a little bit. Let's dump some stuff. Oh, we can't put it anywhere. So we've really kind of screwed up some stuff here. Let's put not enough iron beams, and it doesn't appear to want to let me make iron beams. We need I think what I need to do is build another storage container and get some stuff out of my personal inventory to get it. We need glass pane for that, and we've got all right. So we're gonna have to drop some stuff out of my inventory. Just drop it on the ground, I guess. So let's drop these copper ingot. I can't drop them. Can I run over here and put them in here? Or here. Well, we found ourselves in a little quandary here because, you know, I have full inventory. I need to transfer some items. So let's see if these smaller storage thing, I can build that. Now I might be able to get rid of a few inventory stacks by putting that thing down over here. And that might help us out a little bit. Can I build another one? No. But we can use that locker and to move some copper ingots over. And we can move quite a bit of stuff out of this inventory here. Move the rock, the organic, the cement, copper plate. Let's just clear a lot of stuff out of here and see if that gives us some more options over here for crafting some more rods. Not enough. Okay, I can grab a lot of these ingots out of here now. So anyway, we kind of did a dumb thing there, but I guess we're going to recover from that. Okay, so we still need, because we're looking at another storage container, so we need 4 iron beams. And I think I'm going to need some more plate. Let's make about 20 more of these things. Okay, that should be enough iron plate to get us made 4 of those rods. We need more. Okay, back over here and make some more of those. All right, now, so we need cement and gear to make another part producer. And we have to have some place for those parts to go. So we're going to make this container really quick. It's going to go right over here. And put that down. Rotate it around so we now let's see about these part. Well, we got enough beams to make 1 more. So I need to make 2 more beams and I'll have enough to make 2. So let's go ahead and do that and get the gear and the cement going. Iron rods. Okay. Oh. All right. Okay, now, I think we have to make more of those iron rods, don't we? The iron beams, I mean. Yeah, we need a couple more. And then we're going to need 2 more gears. Now we should have... I need iron rods for that. Probably about 10 more of them. So... Alright, now, back over here. And we made 1, 2 of those. I need more iron plate. Let's make some more. Not enough ingots. Okay, now takes care of that. Now let's oh, we need to make more plate, didn't we? All right, now let's try to make a couple more of these. Well, we got 1 more. Now we have 9. Now, or no, we don't have 9. We got how many? So let's move back over here. That takes 3 to make 1, and we have 7. So we got enough to make 2 of those part producers. So now we're going to go back over here. And we need another... All right. Rotate that around a little bit. We're getting a rather haphazard look of things here. And that's okay, because we're just kind of learning how this whole thing works, and then we'll probably do a lot of reorganizing. So now we need 1 of these conveyor splitters. We can do that. Oh, was that the big one? I don't want the big one. We need a splitter. All right, that's what we need. So that needs to rotate around. I'm going to put it right there. Then we're going to dismantle. I guess we're going to have to rebuild this conveyor. So we remove that conveyor. Now, let's put that splitter here. Rotate that around. We already have the splitter. What am I am Mr. Absent-Minded. So, we're gonna put the conveyor back into there. And then we're gonna run conveyor. Wait a minute. That was a rather need to run that in over here, and we need more iron plate. 4 more iron plate. All right, not enough iron ore. Have we used up all that iron we had in here, haven't we? So Need to take some ingots out of there. Now, let's run back here. And we need some more plate. How much more plate do we need? A fair amount. Now let's run back out there. And let's build that. Run into here. Okay. Now, I think we can move this warehouse. I wish we could go ahead and, but it looks like we're going to have to just reposition it. We're going to build one of those eventually, but what we're going to do is try to, you know, automate a lot of these base components. So for now, we'll just put this other storage here. And now we'll make some conveyors into there. All right, now let's figure what we want these things to produce, because they're getting iron coming into them. So that's going to have a recipe to make iron plate. And the other one will set it up for iron rods. So now I think we've made some progress toward, you know, getting iron rod and iron plate produced. Now we're gonna not really run out of those for a while. So now I think we can dismantle this guy and set it up. This darn spaceship is in the way. But anyway, let's build that guy over here. Now let's rotate that around a bit. Get our input right there. And now we'll make some conveyors coming from here to there. Then we'll maybe be able to set up a couple different recipes working on that. We'll find out. Let's set that conveyor, and let's set one from here running there. And now let's see what we can do with this building. It says recipes. We can have it making iron plate, making these iron beams. You know, filters we can't do. Battery cells, rotors, we would need rubber coming in. So I don't know, it says it's not taking in any well, I think we have a little bottleneck somehow. Now we need another, but it's not outputting anything yet. I wonder if we could just completely get rid of this this guy here, have these conveyors coming straight from these machines straight into that, and then have the finished product going into storage. Seems like that might be more efficient than having it going into storage and then, you know, going back out of storage again, kind of possibly creating a bottleneck. So let's dismantle that and come over here and build that at the end here. Now, I really want one of those, but for now we're gonna deal with this as best we can. We're gonna set that up here. Now we're gonna have to dismantle these conveyors and redo them. But that shouldn't be too difficult. Let's set this up. And let's set that up. Now we should have all that stuff going into that machine. So we've got rods coming in. These are kind of glitching over each other a little bit, but not going to worry too much about that. Low health, eat some food. Okay. Let's maybe do that. And that's back up where it needs to be. Now let's go check out. This machine it's now outputting beams. Okay, that's pretty good. So now we can just put a conveyor running into here, and then we'll have beams, iron beams getting stored up here. Now let's go ahead and do that. And all right, now we're going to have iron beams. So we're probably never going to worry about running out of those things for a while. So the other things we still need to mess with are here. We have a little bit of a bottleneck. I keep forgetting that. So we got these two part producers making, that one is making cable, and that one's making copper plate, but there's nowhere for it to go. Now, I know that we can make another one of these big assembly machines down there, which will then take this copper plate and stuff and convert it. But for now, I think we just want another storage down here. We need 9 iron plate and some of those iron beams, which okay, we could take the iron beams, but I forgot that we're converting everything into iron beams and not converting anything into iron plate. So we might want some of those plate. So I think we're going to have to do another splitter, or we can do one of those splitters like we did coming out of the refiner, and we can make it not take all the plates into this thing here and put some of them into a storage for us. So that's what we're going to do, is we're going to make splitters coming out of here so we get some of that iron plate going into a storage and not getting just immediately used up. But that's something we're just going to keep learning as we go. So now we've got a pretty good little base for automation here. We just have to make it a little more efficient, place things in a little better manner than we have, and but we're learning as we go. So that's going to be a good spot to wrap this up. This has been a lot more efficient than the last one, where we just spent all our time running around trying to find copper. So we are going to adjourn for now. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, you can leave me a like and subscribe, and I'd very much appreciate that. And I will see you on the next one.